The population here may be used to a slower pace of life, but things are about to get a whole lot faster. Welcome to Eastbourne, the home of seafood, ice cream sat in deck chairs and fantastic sea views that the south coast does so well. We've travelled from Hull for the third weekend on the P1 Superstock calendar, and the good news is the whole team's made it here safely. So let's now catch up with Shelley as she reminds us what happened last time out.
Hull was a very interesting race. We were on the River Humber, we had wind over tide, we had really strong river currents.
It's getting fairly rough already. They're bouncing around a little bit.
We actually had a big moment in Peters and May. I thought the boat was going to go over at one point, but they did brilliantly. They got it back on track.
Whoa! A real roller coaster of a ride.
The favourites, they came through. Pickford's in the 250 class.
Dean Snowman and Dean Pelling are having a sensational season.
And Team Purple took honours in the 150 class. So this is how the championship table is looking for the P1 Superstock 250 class. In top place we've got Pickford's, 3 points behind them is Team Pertemps, and in third place Typhoo Racing on just 15 points, making it a very close championship. In the P1 Superstock 150 class, we've got Team Purple and McDonald Mermaid, so again, very close, just like the 250 class.
Thanks Shelley, it's now time to look ahead to this weekend's racing with Sarah Bennett-Baggs, who's down in the pits.
After the rough conditions in Hull, we've travelled some 300 miles to what is the English Riviera, sunny Eastbourne. And here the conditions are looking, well, somewhat changeable. So Ian, tell us, Hull was pretty rough. What are your thoughts on Eastbourne?
Well, it's looking pretty rough as well out there. It's blowing up a bit, but I'm hoping to finish a race this weekend. I'm looking forward to getting out here and seeing how it goes, really.
John, thoughts on Eastbourne then?
Going to be an interesting race, isn't it? For us it's good because it's the first time we're going to be alongside Dean on the start line, so we've got a chance to take it to the two Deans this week.
Did you get a chance to practice yesterday?
No, we never. Unfortunately the weather was quite treacherous on Friday, so we didn't get a chance to get in the water, so today we're going to get put in the water and go out there and just see what the course is like.
And Dean, what about you? Have you got any preparations or thoughts about the weekend?
I'll try to give it 110% and keep the lead and win from there, hopefully.
Yeah, it's going to be good. We've got Dave, new navigator, with me for the weekend, so we're looking to go out and hopefully mix it up with some of the leaders.
It's just about timing the seat, I think. Get out there, get some time, get some testing, try to put the first 3 laps as much test time as possible.
Stuart, what are your thoughts on the weekend?
Don't know Eastbourne at all, never raced here, so just looking forward to see what the water's like. Hopefully it's going to chop up a bit and we'll have a bit of fun in the rough water.
So those are the views there from everyone down at the wet pits, but we're looking down on them from up here. It's a lofty perch, it's a breezy perch. What's it looking like for race 1, Shelley?
Tough.
Yeah. Really
tough. What we've got to remember is that we've raced in Plymouth and we've had the protection of the hoe. We've then gone to Hull in the Humber where we had obviously river conditions, strong currents, tides, but now we're going offshore and a lot of the rookie teams, this is the first time they've actually been offshore.
There's literally no protection, it's the beachfront and the water.
English Channel, mate, straight out there. for the powerboat racers. I think the weather could change for them probably about 3 or 4 times just in their half-an-hour race.
Right, well, it sounds very exciting. It's going to be tough for both the rookies and the veterans. But let's see how they get on as we hand over to Dave Moore for race 1.
Conditions look choppy in the channel, but the chopper's in the air. So we're good to go for the first P1 Superstock race of the day. Dave Flew partners Andy Wilby in Typhoo, while Nigel Hindmarsh sits alongside defending champion John Wilson.
Oh, why did I duck forward? I went right down my neck.
This is the layout of the course. The P150 and P1 Panthers taking different routes between turns 1 and 3. We're almost ready to go as the boats get themselves in position for the start of race 1.
Move across a bit. Okay, green flag, go, 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 go. Okay.
And we're away. And it looks like Peters and May with Brookspeed in the hands of Mike Lovell and Luke Elkin, who are away well, but bouncing their way across the surface. They're not the only ones, as Pickford's grabbed some air as well. Pertemps getting airborne.
Oh, I've done my back, I've done my back, I've done my back. Oh, you alright? Yeah, I'm going to have to retire, I've done my back.
So, a major issue for John Wilson. That doesn't sound good. He suffered a back injury many years ago, and that looks to be that for Pertemps as IFX push ahead of Pickford's. Oh, red flag being waved. So the first race of the day comes to an early halt. IFX just holding the lead from Pickford's, who've yet to be beaten so far this season, but they're slowing now that they've spotted the red flags.
Well, thankfully, after race 1 was red flagged there, John Wilson is okay. He's not racing in race 2 though, but all of the other drivers and navigators are refueled and getting set to go. So let's hand over now then to race commentary.
Conditions are much improved this afternoon than they were this morning, and I can confirm no John Wilson or Nigel Hindmarsh taking part in this one. It's exactly the same course, but with the swell somewhat reduced, and that should mean faster racing. Visibly, to the naked eye, it looks a lot calmer than we experienced earlier. James Norville and John Collingbourne in Oval Insurance providing pictures of much better conditions as the green flag goes up. We're away as the crews increase power and surge across the top of the English Channel. Pickford's look to have made a cracking start on the inside, as too have IFX on the outside. Pickford's will have the advantage into the first turn, but they've got the likes of Oval Insurance and Typhoo for company. It's those three breaking away. Oval Insurance come across Typhoo, and they look to be trailing Pickford's by a nose. Ideally for them, they need to be in front of them sooner rather than later, as IFX and Palu drift across toward the race leaders. Simon Bales and Philippa Baker in Palu drawing up alongside Typhoo. That's the battle for third at this early stage, as we go on board with James Norville and John Collingbourne. They're visibly dropping back from Pickford's, with Typhoo in third, Palu fourth, IFX fifth, but only just from Peters and May with Brookspeed. Not the best of starts for Edox, but McDonald Mermaid away well in the P150 class, but trailing fierce rivals Team Purple. On board with the South Wales pairing of James Norville and John Collingbourne in Oval Insurance. They're a couple of boat lengths behind the leaders, but drift out slightly as Pickford's keep it tight. Dean Paling having a look around to see what's going on and where the threat is, and that's what he's looking for. The battle behind him. Oval Insurance second, Typhoo third, Palu fourth, IFX fifth. Dean Stoneman in control, returning to motorsport, having been diagnosed with cancer and missing last year as a result, and now an ambassador for the Wessex Cancer Trust. We're riding with Ian Brusby and Will Nurse in Edox, somewhat surprisingly off the pace in this one. And back to that close-fought battle for third between Typhoo and Palu. Team Purple lead the P150 Championship, and they're leading this race at Eastbourne. Looking down on Nick Williams and Aaron Emmett of IFX Racing. McDonald Mermaid still going strong in P150, but getting lapped by leading P1 Panther crew Dean Stoneman and Dean Paling in Pickford's. McDonald Mermaid in second place in P150, being followed by Team 73, Rose Larez and John Donnelly, with Mark Neal and Alex Strong of Pertemps Mission Motorsport in fourth, ahead of Black Magic duo Vince and Jade Berridge. Meanwhile, Palu have closed right in on IFX Racing. This is the battle for fourth, but time is running out. The number 3 boat has the inside line and therefore the advantage. On board with Oval Insurance, and they should take second place. Team Purple are poised to pick up another victory. They're being lapped by Pickfords, the pick of the P1 Panthers, who will continue their unbeaten run here today. Barring any hiccups, James Norville and John Collingbourne will take second ahead of Typhoo, but it's close. So here they go for the 5th time this season. Pickfords take the checkered flag ahead of everyone else. Their fantastic unbeaten run continues. Once they broke away, there was no catching them. Team Purple will increase their lead at the top of the P150 standings as they add yet another victory to their impressive haul this season. So Pickfords take the win, but who will get second? It's between Typhoo and Oval Insurance. It's going all the way to the flag, and it's Oval Insurance, but only just from Typhoo. What a finish to this race. Oval Insurance pipping Typhoo for second, with IFX holding off Palu for fourth. But yet again, it's Dean Stoneman and Dean Paling in Pickfords who are triumphant.
I can't believe it. 5 out of 5 races.
Going out today, it was very rough this morning, but obviously got cancelled because of the bad weather, and John obviously hurt his back quite serious in hospital. I know our thoughts with John at the moment, and me and Dean lost comms from each other, and it was basically on my own for the whole race, and Dean was just hand signals saying where to go and what to do.
In the P150 class, there was no stopping current champions Team Purple. They take the honours ahead of fierce rivals McDonald Mermaid, with Team 73 notching up 3rd place, the Thames Mission Motorsport in 4th, ahead of Black Magic.
Well, it was business as usual for the 2 Deans in the Pickfords boat, who boxed off another win. Join us when we come back for day 2 here in Eastbourne. Welcome back to day 2 here in Eastbourne, where the sun is shining and the P1 Superstock boys are getting set to go once again. And while the rest of the extreme events take place and I get to grips with something that I haven't done in 20 years, let's hand over to Dave Moore for the race commentary. Wish me luck.
It's a beautiful, idyllic setting, but excitement levels around Eastbourne are about to go up somewhat by the sight and sounds of powerboats racing around the English Channel.
Green, go, 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 go! Just watch this lifeboat, give them room, look at power temps. That's it, that's good.
A chorus of go, 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 go has just broken out in every craft as they power their way to turn 1. And it's who else but Pickfords who look to be leading the charge. We just saw onboard pictures from Thames, now in the hands of Robbie Mould, deputising for the injured John Wilson. We're riding with James Norville and John Collingbourne in Oval Insurance, second in the previous race, but trailing IFX Racing and Pickfords, who are off to another flyer.
We're still far enough away from them.
Mike Lavelle and Luke Elkin in Peter's May with Brookspeed, not enjoying the best of starts as we go back to the leaders. It's very tight for second. And this is the view from the thick of the action as Oval and IFX get a little too close for comfort. Pickfords, though, looking very smooth. Typhoo coming into the picture, buoyed by their superb result yesterday and pushing inside Oval at the top of the screen. They're going to be tied at the turn as we now look back from their craft. The crew of Andy Wilby and Dave Fluin may have lost a little momentum around the buoy, but still close enough to Oval Insurance with Palu on their outside. Looking at it from here, though, it appears to be all about second place again as Pickfords power away at the front. Nick Williams and Aaron Emmett of IFX Racing in second, with a question mark over who has third at present. It may well be Typhoo as they go tight to the buoy again, but the external shot shows Oval Insurance in third as they now go right with Palu. On board with Ian Brisby and Will Nurse as they go across the top of the wake from Peters and May with Brookspeed. Well, they appear to be sorting themselves out into some sort of order. Robbie Mould and Nigel Hindmarsh in Thames just behind the leading bunch. As for the P150 category, well, it's who else but Team Purple leading the way. McDonald Mermaid in second position, playing catch-up to Team Purple. Ian Brusby and Will Nurse in Edox off the pace again, unfortunately for them. Looking back from Peter Zamay with Brookspeed, Mike Lavelle and Luke Elkin. Oval Insurance have pulled across in front of Typhoo, looking to go at the inside of IFX Racing, but Nick Williams and Aaron Emmett still in front, but only just. Oval Insurance certainly have the inside line going into the next turn, and they may just emerge in second place.
90 left. Good. Left a bit. We've got Typhoo as well, Nick.
Plain sailing for Team Purple as Sarah Curitan looks to see if there are any challenges. Looking down on the battle for second place, Oval have slotted in ahead of IFX.
Cut it up too much, yeah. Okay, Typhoo's now in front of us.
Oh, Typhoo slipped through as well.
Now, right, left.
So IFX losing 2 places almost in the blink of an eye, and while they scrap, Pickford still pull away. There could be further trouble for IFX as Palu, with Edox close behind, now threatened to come through as well. Checkered flag for Pickfords, and you can tell, by their body language, they still enjoy winning as they make it 6 out of 6. Another stunning display from Dean Stoneman and Dean Paling. Edox overhaul Palu for 5th, with IFX holding on to 4th behind Typhoo, with Oval Insurance claiming second place again, and Pickford's top of the pile once more. Business as usual in the P150 class. Black Magic improve on yesterday's performance by taking 3rd ahead of Team Powertech and Team 73, with McDonald Mermaid 2nd yet again to Team Purple.
Now, P1 Superstock weekend isn't just about the boys in the boats, it's all about aquacross as well. And the good news is, here in Eastbourne and again in Cowes and Southampton, if you fancy getting wet, then you can come on down and have a go for yourself. Time though now to see how everyone got on with the racing.
Russell Marwan is back to dominating the P1 Aquacross Championship, courtesy of 2 emphatic wins at Eastbourne to extend his lead in the 300 class title race.